I used this exact sales script to reach 6 figures, and I'll give it away for free in this video. The first thing that I'll share is the pre-call ritual I used, which is probably one of the reasons why I was able to reach 6 figures. Because it's not just about the script that you use, but it's also about how you use it. I'll use this quote from Benjamin Franklin, who said, "Give me 6 hours to chop a tree, and I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." And that's what we do here. We set the right mental frame before the call. How I set the right mental frame? I used affirmations, like affirmations that just remind myself that I am the leader of the conversation. I wanted to get in this space where I can accept the role as the alpha. Of course, I used affirmations that reminded me that it's my job to maintain this frame. The client is here on the call because they have a problem and I have a solution, so it's my moral and ethical obligation to help them. Sometimes I'll even listen to music just to bump up the motivation and increase my mood. Of course, I'll also move my body, maybe do some jumping jacks, some push-ups, some pull-ups, just so I can get the blood flowing and I can be energized throughout the call. You want to be also ready at your computer, at a silent place with no distraction. If you're living with someone, lock the room, tell them, "Hey, I'm on a sales call, don't bother, don't distract me, I want to be focused." Then have the call ready on Zoom. You want to record all of the sales calls because part of this script is actually improving it. How can you improve this? By analyzing the calls that you take. And yeah, this is actually just 2.5% of what I cover inside our program, but still, this script will help you get to at least 6 figures if you use it and modify it to your own niche. The first part of the script, when you start the sales call, is simply to break the ice and set the tone. Like a key here is just to welcome the client and then you can ask them a simple question. And you want to be in this neutral, leaning and happy state. You want to be with this welcoming energy. And of course, a smile can help you, but not a smile that is forced like this. You just want to have a genuine smile. And a key is to not let the client talk first. So when you see them join the Zoom meeting, just say, "Hey, client name, welcome to the call. How is your week going?" Or you can say a phrase like, "Tell me, how is your day so far?" You can maybe ask them, "I'm just curious for the time difference. Where are you calling from today?" And you can also maybe ask them, "How long have you been following me?" if you have set this call from Facebook, Instagram, or any other platforms. Like in this first stage, humor is great. You want to get comfortable and lean into the role of leader mentality. And of course, you want to establish yourself as the leader by talking first. How would you establish yourself as a leader? When you break the ice, you just want to set the tone. Like a phrase that you can potentially use. "All right, well, we can dive into the call right away and get started. Are you ready to go?" We want to hear conviction from their side. Then you want to take the lead and set the pace. As I mentioned in the beginning, you are the authority leader on this call. You want to lead the call because whoever asks questions and lead the call is the person who wins the call. And you win by basically closing them as clients. You can say, "All right, well, if you're ready, let's start this thing off." The prospect will say, "Sounds good, let's do it, my man." And then you say, and you set the pace by saying something like this. "Great, I'm super excited for this, so this is how the call will go. I'll start off by asking you some questions because I want to learn more about you and where you are. And of course, help me gain some clarity on the next steps. Then, after we have got some clarity, if it's a good fit for you to join our program, I will walk you through it, I will show you how it works, and you can hop on today. But if it's not a good thing, I will let you know, no hard feelings, my man. Sounds fair?" And then they will say, "Sure, yeah, sounds fair, thanks for letting me know." But here are a few key ideas that I want you to remember when you're creating your own version of this script. Because I don't want you to copy paste, because imagine if all of the people who have access to this script and watch this video use it, it won't be useful. And of course, it's different based on the niche and the offer you have. So a few key ideas here is that when you set the pace, you say to them, there will be a decision point. Like you tell them, you can hop on today. You say that I want to see if you're a good fit, which is the only reason why you ask questions. And I will answer any and all questions towards the end. Like you are the first one who asks questions, and then they can start asking questions. I made this mistake myself by letting the prospects lead the conversation and ask me questions, which led to nowhere, and I lost all of these sales. That's why you want to take the control of the call. And you say that your job is to answer any question openly, which is how we pre-frame the prospect mind. Once we pre-frame them, we want to open the prospect up. How do we do this? Is by asking this question. So, Mr. Prospect, the best place to start is by asking you, what motivated you to spend some time with me today? You want to listen and ask probing questions. The same motivation that got them to schedule the call is the only one they will use to buy. I really want you to remember this. Sometimes the prospect will answer shallowly, which is normal. So you want to push further and you really want to understand their motivation. You can, like, if the prospect says, oh, I'm just curious, this is why I scheduled the call, ask your question again. Got it. Thanks for letting me know. So what brings you to schedule the call? Then you really want to understand what is the motivation that they have. Based on this motivation, then you move in this 4 part of the call, which is to clear up the current situation. Like you start asking questions related to what they told you about their motivation. Because if someone says to you, like, my motivation to schedule the call was because I really want to lose weight, like, you don't ask questions like, how much muscles do you want to build with my program? Hell no, it's not related. So the whole idea is to ask logical questions based on what they told you previously. But the whole idea in the next stage of the call is to clear up their current situations. Here are some example questions that you can pose and read, but I want you to make your own version. Ask questions based on your offer. Like these questions here are based on my own offer since I'm in the B2B niche. So it's normal that the questions are what is your price tag, what is your marketing, and so on. If you're in a fitness niche, you want to change them. If you're in a relationship niche, you want to change them accordingly. Once you understand their current state, you want to apply pain to their current state. Pain is the number one driver that will make people buy your program. If you don't do this step right here, I guarantee you will lose this sale. And here are some example questions that you can ask. Like, let's say they tell you, I want to lose weight and I've been struggling to do this. You can say, so how long have this been a problem for you? Like, what is the biggest bottleneck that you have faced when it comes to losing weight? And what is stopping you to lose weight? Why do you think now is the perfect time? You just want to apply as much pain as possible to the current state, because without this pain, you never close them. And you also want to ask what the current state is directly. Let's say you are in the B2B niche, as I am. I want to understand their current state directly. I don't want to have this just vague picture of where they are. I want to know where they are exactly. So I'll ask them, so how much money are you making per month with your business now? For a weight loss offer, you can ask, so how much do you weigh exactly right now? You absolutely must get a clear dollar amount or just a clear current situation before moving forward. If they don't give you a clear answer, ask again and ask until you understand this current situation exactly. This is essential to making the close towards the end of the meeting and the prospect viewing you and your service to their income / the outcome they desire. Of course, this whole sales script here is related to B2B niche since this is the exact script I used. But as I mentioned, you can tweak it a little bit to your niche and offer. Once you apply pain to their current state, the next thing that you want to do is this what I call vision casting. At this stage, we want to assess their dreams and goals with their journey. You want to get exact with them about the outcomes that they're sharing, and of course, make them feel that you support them in achieving this. In the previous step, we wanted to get an exact like figure, number, whatever of their current state. Here we want to get exact things about their desired state. For example, I always ask this question, okay, so where do you want to grow your business in the next 12 months? Again, you want to get a specific answer to this question before moving forward. And once you have this specific answer, you can dig deeper and help them paint this picture together by saying, if you achieve this goal, how your life would change, what is your motivation, how this will impact your life in other areas. Just spend some time defining this goal and exploring it with them. In this section, just help support their vision and goals. If they're aiming too low, then aim higher. Because you want to show them what's possible beyond what they might have seen for themselves. Otherwise, if they don't paint this big picture, there won't be a motivation to take action and change, because why would they want to change when there is no big motivation or so? And I would say after you do these things, we move into the most important thing of the goal, which I call the gap. And you can ask the golden question to bridge this gap. Because your offer, product, service, whatever, fits the gap or fills the gap between the prospect's point A, which is the current situation, and prospect's point B, which is the desired situation. The bigger the gap, the more pain they are, the more likely they're going to join your program. And you want to make the prospect realize that there is a big gap between them now and where they want to go. For example, in B2B niche, I always ask this question. Okay, Mr. Prospect, so you're currently making, let's say, $2,000 a month, and you want to get to $15,000 per month. Tell me, what is stopping you from making that jump on your own, without me or someone like me? Simple as that. You want to listen for one of the three statements. Simply, they can't do it themselves. They can do it, but they want to do it faster. Or they want a proven process to ensure success. Listen to one of these three answers when you bridge the gap. And once you bridge the gap, the next thing is simply to make a short pitch to your program. You can say something like this. Great, Mr. Prospect, thank you for sharing me all of this. And it sounds that you are a good fit for what I do. And considering where you're coming from, I would love to walk you through our offer and show you how it works. And we can see if you're good to go from here. Then the prospect say, yeah, cool, sounds cool, let's do it. Then what do you do in this short pitch? You want to keep it as short as possible and straight to the point. Just list the three main problems that you solve for your clients, or maybe one or two, and share the format of how you're going to solve this problem. This can be group coaching, just one-on-one coaching, service, mastermind, whatever. That's it. Remember, positioning is everything, and you want to over-deliver in value like mad. Make it seem pointless to say no. Of course, I can't give you a script here because every offer is different. So you want to make your own version by remembering these two things. List the main problems you solve and how they will relate to the situation of the prospect, and share the format that you will be helping them achieve this. Do this in less than 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute, and then ask if they have any questions. If they have questions, which most likely they will have, answer all of the questions and continue to ask if they have any questions. You want to clear all of the questions and doubt the prospect has. Because if they have some questions and doubts left, they will never join your program. This will later on manifest in some objection, and you want to avoid this by answering all of the questions and doubts they have. Ask questions, stop talking, and let them continue to ask you questions until you clear all of the doubts and concerns they have. Once you pitch your offer and answer all of the questions they have, state your offer, but don't just state it randomly by saying, my offer is $2,000. No, you want to state your offer with price incentive so we can create urgency and they want to join on the call. They can say, sure, yeah, like all of my questions are cleared. Let them bring the price. Let them ask you how much do you charge. And once they ask you, just say, our program is, this is an example for a program that is worth $2,000. Our program is $4,000, Mr. Prospect. But if you hop in today, while we are on the call, we have this incentive price that is $2,000 to help ensure we can prioritize you. And when a client knows we're a good fit and moves quick, they always get better results and they generally are more satisfied with their investment. You can see we use incentive-based price, like we use this marketing price of $4,000, or we just increase our original price with 30 or 50%. And then we kind of lower this price if they join on the call, because we want to create this urgency and scarcity for them to take action now. Because without this, they'll most likely say, I want to think about it, and they have no incentive to join right now. When you present the price, be completely quiet. If you have to, mute yourself. Don't say anything, just listen. Let the prospect think. They will either move in one of this direction. They might be ready to go, in which case you just take the payment and you enroll them. Good job. Maybe they need to think about it, which you move into handling the objections. Or they can say it's not the right time, or I wasn't expecting this price tag. This can move in any of this three direction. If it happens, just go and handle the objections. Of course, in this video, I just showed the script to close people. But as some bonus from my side, I will show you some objections principle that you can use to handle any objections they have if they somehow occur. All objections stem from prospects not being either in enough pain with where they are, which means you haven't done a good job in the sales script by putting the prospect in a pain situation. Maybe they're experiencing real desire and believe that there is a better future for them and your program is not the right one. Or the last case is that they are not believing that the offer can bridge the gap. Keep this principle in mind whenever you're handling any objections. And remember, any questions regarding the product are just smoke screen. And really, they just want to know if this will help them reach their goal. Sales is just a transfer of confidence from you to your prospect that you can help them close this gap and achieve the situations they want. So relate everything to this. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you take action. You use the script, because just by you watching these videos, you will never reach 6 figures. You have to implement this. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next one.